Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good. They're usually on the radar. Not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do research, try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have another update for you, and this is the house of Lapidus. House of Lapidus and Jack Bogart are two of my favorite perfume houses from Paris, from France. These two are quite on the unusual, artistic, unique side of perfumery. They are quite on the daring side. They don't go with a trend. They usually go with whatever they feel like it, and for that I respect them and I love their perfumes. I unboxed and reviewed many of their perfumes before, probably at least 20-30 of them, and for the price, especially for the price, they are very impressive. This one in particular is from a new line, and this one is called, the line itself called Stories by Lapidus. So in this line, all these bottles are the same shape but a different coloring. This one is yellow, for example, and this one's called Sensual Hero, is EDT, and is 100ml. United Kingdom you can find it under £30 and sometimes even cheaper. There are about, I think about 6 or 7 of them in this line, so this is the first one I got from this line. If they're all this similar perfumery or similar performance, is going to be a little bit on the letdown, because this one, my skin went easily over 6 hours. On t-shirts and materials goes easily over 8 hours, but for House of Lapidus, that is a little bit on the weak side of things. Usually they make beast mode fragrances, but in this new line they are not a beast mode. They are moderate, maybe moderate to good. Although for a fresh fragrance, for an EDT, it is acceptable, the performance. But again, because it's a House of Lapidus and I was expecting a beast mode, it didn't deliver. In terms of presentation, very nice. You can see the bottle is quite good looking, nice atomizer. Everything about it is very good, especially for the price. The box itself, this one is a tester, so the box, you're getting a different box from this. And in terms of longevity, as I said, moderate to good. Fresh fragrance plus EDT, you can forgive it for that. So actually in terms of longevity, it's quite good. On my skin went up to 8 hours. The only problem is in terms of projection. The projection wise is not a beast. I mean, it's not a huge projector. For me, it was like an hour of projection for an arm length, and after that becomes almost a skin scent. It doesn't become a skin scent completely, but almost there. So 1 hour of projection, and after that is almost, you, if somebody comes to your vicinity, to your bubble, then they can smell you, otherwise they can't smell you. And for that, again, I'm a little bit on the disappointing side. In terms of perfumery and smell, is a little bit on the disappointing side as well, because again, this is House of Lapidus and I was expecting something unique, something unusual, something daring, something bold, artistic. It's not any of those. It's very mellow, it's very understated, it's very fresh, it's almost crowd pleasing, although they're still not crowd pleasing as we know fragrances. This one is a little bit on the unusual side, very small amount, and that is because is the perfumery in here is a little bit on the classical side of words. So it is a little bit on the classical side, little bit on the hint of unusualness, not too much, okay? So and also in terms of perfume, it's quite simple. Usually with Lapidus and Jack Bogart, you're getting a quite complex fragrance. This one is very simple, it's very down to earth, very simple, very easygoing. Although, you know, not every perfume has to be complex and very unique and blah blah, but because you have a reputation as a House of Lapidus to be artistic and unique and bold and daring, when he put something like this, it is like a little bit of departure. So I'm not sure about the rest of them in this line. I'm guessing they're all going to be similar freshies by their names and colorings and things like that. And also I'm guessing, again, this is just a guess, they're all going to be similar performance. None of them is going to be a beast mode, unless you prove me wrong. So if any of you have any perfume from this line, which is called the storyline, Ted Lapidus, this shaped bottles, they all came out after 2020, so they are new releases. And unless you tell me otherwise, look, I bought one of them and it's beast and blah blah blah, then I'm assuming all of them are going to be similar performance, similar perfumery, and on the simple side of things. So if you if I'm looking at it in terms of just the perfume itself and forget about the names and expectation, it is quite a good fragrance. Okay, so don't get me wrong, it is quite a good fragrance. It smells fresh, very refreshing, smells very uplifting, very friendly, very happy, very bright, very summery. It's like a summer holiday in a bottle, basically. It's quite green, it's quite grassy, it's very citrusy, it's a little bit of woodiness in here, hint of camphor, hint of leafiness, hint of grassiness in here. And all these things give it a very friendly aura. So it's a very, very friendly aura. It's very fresh. It's very refreshing. Overall, I classify this fragrance as a fresh fragrance, and also I classify it as aromatic, citrus, woody. So it's aromatic, citrus, woody. The aromaticness in here is coming from mainly violet leaf. I'm smelling some violet leaf in here. They're not mentioning it in the notes breakdown. But I'm smelling violet leaf because of that distinct violet leaf feel, which is like it reminds me of Fahrenheit to some extent, but it's a very small amount. So it's quite aromatic, it's very citrusy. The citruses in here are amalgamation of few citruses, which is very, very nice. I'm smelling lime, I'm smelling lemon, I'm smelling bergamot. So all these things making it very, very juicy and citrusy and very zesty in the same time. So who is it for? This is definitely, I would say, a little bit on the mature side. I would say 25 years and older, to be on the safe side. Although it's very fresh fragrance, it's very friendly, but it's still got a little bit of that classical feel to it, which makes it a little bit on the mature side. In terms of what it reminds me of Guerlain Vetiver to some extent, but this one is much fresher, much brighter, and also much it's like diluted. It's fresher and brighter. In the same time, it doesn't have the depth and complexity of Guerlain Vetiver. So probably if you like Guerlain Vetiver, you like this, because this is a fresher, brighter, happier version of it. But if you like Guerlain Vetiver because of the density and thickness and also the complexity of it, then this one will be a little bit of letdown for you. So because it reminds me of Guerlain Vetiver, I like it, because obviously Guerlain Vetiver is one of the best perfumes ever made. You know what I mean? It's just it's a masterpiece in my opinion. So if you like Guerlain Vetiver, the masterpiece, and you wanted something lighter, brighter, happier, and less challenging and less taxing, less obviously less expensive, so this is a very, very good alternative to it. What else? Season wise, this is definitely a fresh fragrance, so it is for summer, autumn, and also spring. And in terms of gender, although it's quite masculine, but if you're a lady and you like this kind of fragrances, why not? You know, there's nothing in here to give it an uber masculine feel to it. If you and also in terms of occasion, very, very versatile, so you can dress up, dress it down, daytime, nighttime, special occasion, casual, anything you want. Although it doesn't have the complexity to be an evening or a formal fragrance, but it smells nice, so you will smell fresh and lovely and very bright and very citrusy and quite green and quite woody and all these things, which is quite nice. There's a watery aspect to this fragrance, which is, I'm not sure where does that come from, but it's got some undertone muskiness to it, which is quite clean again. Overall, this fragrance is very, very clean, and also it's quite soapy in the same time. There's a little bit of hint of soapiness in here. So quite soapy, quite clean, fresh. So you get where it's going. So overall, I recommend it for people who like this kind of fragrances. If you like Guerlain Vetiver, you want something brighter, happier, lighter, this is for you. For a price under £30, sometimes you can find it under £20. For that price, it's a very, very good, I mean, not a very, very good, but quite a good fragrance overall. The only disappointing bit for me, because the House of Lapidus have a reputation, and in here the reputation basically it didn't uphold. So that is a little bit of disappointing for me personally, because the reason I love House of Lapidus and House of Jack Bogart, because of the boldness, because they don't care, because they put out fragrances that are quite artistic, unique, quite bold, quite strong, beast mode, and all these things I loved about them. In this one, some of them are, they don't exist. For example, the performance is moderate, and the perfumery is quite on the simple side, and also the ingredients of quite few. They list in only 3 ingredients, although I'm smelling more stuff in here, but they listing 3 ingredients, which is that citrus note plus nutmeg plus vetiver. So the vetiver in here, that's why I say it reminds me of Guerlain Vetiver, because Guerlain Vetiver is beautiful. It's a very, very good, quite a strong vetiver in it, and in here the vetiver reminds me of that one, but obviously is much, much lighter. The nutmeg and the citrus in here giving a hint of that spicy feel, which is quite a fresh spiciness, and also the citruses are massive, especially the first half-life of this fragrance. The citruses and the zestiness of it is very, very dominant, and it's just basically it's taking over. There is a leafy aspect to it, grassy aspect, which is coming from the vetiver, but I'm smelling some aromaticness, which is coming from that violet leaf, which is not mentioning. From time to time I get a little bit of like ginger feel to it as well. So if you like it fresh, spicy, like nutmeg, like ginger, this is nice. If you like it big on the citrus, especially in the beginning, I'm smelling lime, lemon, and some lime, lemon, and some bergamot, which is very, very bright and happy. Quite aromatic, which is coming from the violet leaf, but the violet leaf is in here is very, very small amount, and is woody in the base, which is a combination of cedar sandalwood, but again they are very, very small amount, and they are very understated. A hint of earthiness overall coming from the vetiver and the nutmeg as well. So I recommend it for people who like this kind of fragrances, but overall for me it was a hint of disappointment, because as I mentioned earlier what the reasons was. But if we forget the name and expectation on its own, for a price under £30, sometimes under £20, this is a good fragrance, especially for summer, for casual use, for maybe holiday and things like that. Okay guys, if you have it, if you know it, if you tried it, let us know your experience. That would be useful for others to read. If you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable, or entertaining, please don't forget to hit those buttons. This way you help me, encourage me, motivate me to bring you perfumes like this in future that nobody else is talking about. They're amazing value for money, they smell great, and they're hidden gems. If you are interested in purchasing one of my own perfumes and support me that way and get something very, very beautiful in return, you could do that. I'll leave them in the link. I'm the perfumer, I'm the artist, I'm the worker, I'm the creator. So there are true handmade perfumes just for you lucky people in the United Kingdom. I put more than 60% pure perfume oils in my perfumes, which is unheard of, and that gives them the huge personality. Very big, massive, beast mode. There are true beast mode, and also they are very beautiful. If I say myself, they are unique and artistic, and also they're like time capsule. They take you to different places, different time, and there are so many other reviews reviewed my perfumes. You can go and check them out if you are interested. Thank you very much as always for watching. Thank you very much for love and support, and I see you later. Bye.